Note that there are many solving mistakes in the process of this video, and it was filmed within the oppression arc, so that's what's the title. Anyway, welcome to Letter Coins. I'd like to think my own word search video on this. How the creator knew, but this is another puzzle that's basically a PDF document. And also, the first page is already suspicious with the specific letters, but I used to play this game at my grandmother's house. There were 25 old Turkish coins with letters stamped on each side. You would arrange the coins and then try and find words on the grid. After she died, I found it while cleaning out her house. Pages got a bit weird and something spilled on some of them, but you should still be able to solve it all. Have fun, Ruben. I should zoom out here. And so Raspy has already been marked. And honestly, that makes it weird, because, like, when are the twists gonna come? But... Judge. But there's also a word quartz. There we go. I mean, we got them all. Oh, what the hell? It already got really weird. I mean, I guess I would assume that it looks like this and reading. But clearly, there's no sign of what letters they could be. Java, maybe, but... It was the same set, by the way. Sort of get a Q in here if that's the case. But I just need to see there's a V here as well, so... Also, there, like, look at how it says the letter stem. That makes it sound like there's only 50 total faces, and you need to maybe, like, organize them. Also, if I scroll down here, it says 2, which means this puzzle is not puzzle 2, somehow. I don't know if it's, like, the same as the first, but with all the coins flipped, maybe? Or if there's, like, actually a... Well, this says Y and A, but you could imagine maybe there's some pattern to what's on both faces. Are we capable of doing diagonals? Because it looks like that's what they're going for with this one. By, bark, flux, edit, and... Well, I never use this word, but quicious, I think. Oh my god. So it looks like the word worry. Probably. Is it guava next? It looks like it. There's an A that needs to connect. Blaze could only happen here with a Z on here. This is vest. Yes, this is vest. Are we not using all the letters? It says cogs, I think, meaning that's the A. But we haven't used everything. Oh my god, it's here, isn't it? It's if. Yeah, okay. I'll have to write this down. Also, this one, this 3B, I guess is what it's probably saying. This is R or B. The K does not appear here. The Q as well, probably because quiet is here. This one is more likely to give us the identities of everything. Just worried that I'm actually have to do a lot more cross-referencing than I initially thought. This is ox, right? Well, there's no way that's the X, so it's ox. In the middle is an X. So we're getting close to quick around fox territory with that one. There's the K with Joker, and I feel like I failed. Like, is there a way to get a single thing to mean more than one? Because it seems like this needs to be Joker here, because this K, or Joker here. Same thing with ways or something. I'm not sure what that could be, but it could be wars as well. But the point is that we aren't able to do it normally, and we need to use this multiple times. Just like look across the whole thing. Oh my god. It's different than this at the top. It's the entire list of it. It looks like the entire list. Okay, so upon sleep turning off my computer and turning it back on, the zoom level, like, actually made it me notice now that you have heads and tails. Like, I just zoomed out too far and I couldn't see it, but now I can, so that's, like, a very important info. But also I noticed you can spell S-U-I, wait, you can't do night moves, never mind, okay. Unfortunately, this theory that... Well, maybe this is not 1B. What if this isn't 1B? Because remember, the theory that I had was that each of these coins is flipped on the B section. Every single one. But that's just like a guess. And if this bottom page is 1B, this is not true, because we have head, tail here, and head, head here. But, you know, I don't know if that's actually 1B. What about this? 3 probably B. Head, tail, head, tail. Blah, tail, tail, yeah, this theory sucks. So I decided to look here a little bit more, and I noticed these are all tails, right? And then I looked at the other one, and I wanted to, like, I thought this theory was dead, but then I noticed that all these are heads. And I'm recounting something I've already, like, basically just now thought about again, and I think there's actually something to this theory, and it has something to do with the dots I was noticing. Well, I mean, I obviously didn't notice it before, but Now it's really clear, and I bet that accounts for the inconsistency that which is very nice. So you see the dots on here, they're like orientation markers. So this one would be on the other side. It's representing that the coins would be rotated 180 degrees, I think. But anyway, what's a bit of a bit annoying is we probably need to spreadsheet this still, because God, there's too much information and we need to convert it. It's a little interesting. There's like a break in the look at the U's and the I's. Why does it go tail, tail, head, tail, and then tail, head, tail, tail seems not very ordered. Man, I try to use AI to generate a subtract strings function, and it took like 8 tries. It's also just wrong about the output. I tell it to use a while loop. I should have just used Claude instead. Unfortunately, the opposite of the strings, like subtracting the big list, just seems like it's another massive list. Now, here's another worrying thing. So we assume that dot is up here for 4b, right? Because that's the only place that dot could be in the corner. And that works out for the rest of them. But not for 1 somehow, because 1 doesn't have a dot. It doesn't have 2 spaces to hide a dot. So what is going on with that one? All the corners are empty. Besides that, here's something really funny, actually. I just noticed this. 4, it's wrong, the information I used. When I was pointing out that these were all heads, and on the other side they're tails, well, actually, the heads, 4B has the dots on the other side, so it happens to be true that they correspond to tails, but for the wrong reason. Sure. I've put this down now. If I'm correct with the rotation idea, we should get all of them in one go, which is kind of interesting because of all the effort it takes to list all these, but hopefully we should know the identity of all coin pairs just with one shot. So we have this, and the pairs on the right. Now, the thing is, that should mean rotation, but it can also mean horizontal flip. But I will do rotation first. So what do I talk about? There's too much blocked to do it in one shot. But let's do EEM. These are all heads in these positions. Just the M looks so offset. Anyway, they're opposite position. Well, that's awkward. No, I swear there has to be some positional relevance, right? Well, they didn't mention the pages got mixed up. So what if, this isn't actually 2B and this is actually 1B? Yeah. Pages got a bit mixed as well is, relevant. Well, if you horizontal flip assume, then 1 on this side does have 3 that work out here. I completely failed to change the color of those there. Doesn't seem like it works upside down. I will, want to make sure, but it really doesn't seem like it works upside down. Well, I guess, okay. It's actually 1B that does that, not 2B. What do we use to mark coins that we should know the identity of? I guess red, even though it's the opposite of the color I usually use. Also worth noting, a head and a tail are barely peeking out this side. Tail here as well. And that seems consistent with the capitalization of the ones that we don't see as well here. I'm trying to fit as much as I can. I want to fit in the letter pairings somewhere. I'm gonna get the uppercase and lowercase letters. I don't quite know why there's a crossed out Z. Where would you get that impression that A necessarily would need to turn into a Z? And we do need to watch out for duplicates, because you can see, for CM, there's only one C and one M, and they pair up. But there's multiple capital E's, so if we see a capital E, not only are A and Q potentials, but there's a third potential, because we know there's 3 capital E's. We also already knew CM. I guess we didn't really know, but it was highly implied from the big C turning into the big M here. Okay, so AAU, if we know that's actually 2B, unfortunately we already know that AV, and we already know it's an EA as well. But UX we didn't hear about before. I don't think this information about heads and tails and unknown spots helps anymore because we already know the pattern. This X is unique, so it does actually give us information about all X's that are capital. Well, all X's because there's no other X. Okay, after some string subtracting, I think 2B is this. Not that I can do anything with it yet, but just wanted to make completely sure it's Woozy, Tunes, Java, Reading, Rump. So maybe we can just sight read these things by now. 3... God, I hope it's not top left. If it's just horizontal mirroring again, then we should just be able to sight connect these. I believe it's an R, by the way. Yes, it could be a B, but I think this goes smaller on the obscured bit, while the B goes slightly larger on that bit, and the R goes smaller on here, so it's an R. Okay, I have notated and resolved 3 and 3B. Well, we haven't solved 3B, but actually we have some that we don't know. The head versus tail. Okay, this is the Z. And in fact, we knew that to be the Z because there's only one Z in the set. There's already an A that's lowercase and capital here, which means that this one is a capital as well. There's the new ones we have are PF from those two, GR, RK, and IZ. Alright, so PF is clear. Unfortunately, there are multiple I's, so only the Z is clear in that one. There's only one R, one K. There are two G's and two R's, so this does not clear either of them. So for number 4, is this all the capital S's? Looks like we have all the A's. We should sort this, probably. I didn't notice that every one of these, seemingly, because we don't know two, is heads at first. And also it seems like every one of these is also left dots to right dots, even though that's like, I don't know, there were some cursed flipping and shearing opportunities there, but, you know. We have an AV and VA pair, but that's not justified. And we got one of them from 2, but they could be the same one, so I need to delete it. Wait, this means that when I was drawing over the... that means I got it wrong twice. Because they were actually here. Screw this game. I'm not being serious, by the way. Actually, I am still a little concerned about why I thought this was a chimera coin. Like, it could be anything, but it looks like the word family is spellable here, so we'll put it in. It's this one. Like, this is just too suspiciously family. This Joker one is also blocking a lot of the view. I think I thought this was Zeal at first. So let's say I was being paranoid when I said this was ways, right? And I thought the middle was a chimera coin. What if it's wads? W-A-D-S. Now this would make me highly suspicious that this question mark, I believe there's a question mark word. I mean, just because the is right here, so maybe there. Does this make sense? I think it should. That would make Z as a 5, though. I'm just confusing the hell out of myself here. Wait, Joker should be... My god, there's something really wrong with me because I didn't see that Joker could be made here. Well, anyway, that fixes Ox. I mean, like, were it not for that, I would have done Ox immediately. Alright, this is clearly Zebra as well. I think it's time to take all of the ADHD pills. Note that I am not diagnosed in any way, but I've had serious lack of focus issues that have destroyed my... Anyway, things are making sense here now. The sources of X and Y are both capitals, so we can also say they are both capital, aka heads here. Now we do have CM. In fact, because we have all the capital letters, anything with a capital letter that is red, we should be able to immediately get what the opposite one is. But remember to put it on the other side. It is likely this is cup here in this section. The Z goes to an I on the other side. PF, F is here, yep, P is here, and that will get us cup as well. K and X goes to R here, and the X goes to, you already knew that. Why the hell is my V in the wrong position? Can you beat lettered coins with a mental disease? And somehow, that doesn't mess with the AOAV at all. Also, this sort of should have been changed to hue a long time ago. Alright, so I noticed some, like, I didn't put these as red, but they should have been red, because there's only one S, there's only one capital W, one capital S, one capital W, one lowercase a, and at some point I really need to split these into the 25 coins, but we could fill in these, like every time we see a lowercase a, for example, this S right here, this leads to here, and that means there's a U on the other side. I see this U then, notice that the other two U's are occupied here and here, so that means the remaining one is the W. Notice the SU, UW, UX. This is the W correspondent then. Did I mess with the capital? Oh my god, I have messed with the capitalization of these really bad. They're supposed to be the other way around, huh? Anyway, there's 3 lowercase u's only, which is why this works. There's only one lowercase q, so that one is a E on the other side. I filled in a bit more of these. Okay, look at progress, I think. Look at this progress right here. I just filled in this PF because there's only one PF pair. And the word flake, well, unfortunately, I haven't figured this out yet, so it could be fluke or something. Unfortunately, it could also go diagonal, but I feel like this F connects to this KE. We have a CM, there's a CM right here. Also this PF here, mark those as red. Seems likely that those are the ones that'll correspond to rump, but it could be from here, so we're not going to do that yet. Because we have an RK as well, it could literally be from here. Okay, actually, there's something important here. We have spent both U's. Well, we have 4 U's in total, but the other 2 have been used here. So, that means it can't do rump this way, because that's too many U's. So, rump is actually definitely here. So, And this is a lowercase I, so it's a capital R on the other side. So that means we can do IR. Now, if I have this right, does this mean that woozy, which is orange, if I imagine the woozy looks like this, it goes along the diagonal, then what word is going to be in those two? You can't. You just can't. So I guess woozy needs to look like this for sure, which is kind of insane how much that is. These are all lowercase, so these would be capital. That seems consistent. That honestly does. Because look at this Z and this I. We already have an I-Z pair. We just didn't do this before because that I is not red. You know, a lowercase I doesn't necessarily need to have a Z on the opposite side, but this one, it's consistent here. So make those orange, and we have a D-O and an E-O. D-O. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. D-O-E-O. And mark all those. Okay. Okay, I see among the capital letters, there's only one capital Y. And there's, like, no lowercase y, which means that it can't be the capital that corresponds to it. It is the lowercase letter that corresponds to the capital Y. Okay. So now we have T-Y. And color that red because the Y is unique. We have this left as the remaining letters in the bank. This is going to be clumsy to note down, but here. So I'm wondering about the V position. That lowercase v is connecting to Java. We also have another A to place as well, but it feels like the V could be there. Because it's lowercase, the ones on the other side, oh, it could be here though, maybe. Because this is capital and this one on the other end. Like, we got the A for reading. And this reading sure isn't, there's no way reading is going in there because it can't get out to do R-E-A-D-I-N-G, no way. So that means this A is part of the Java, for sure. Then the question is it the middle A, which would force J and V to be in there? Or it's the ending one, meaning a V would need to be there, except the one on the other side is a lowercase letter too, so the V cannot be there. So this is the middle one, meaning it needs to be next to a J and V. Well, no, J, V here. And I guess that forces all these to be blue. Okay, that means we have E, V here, and J, I. So now this R needs to connect to an E. We do have an E remaining. Should delete the JV from here. So that E is the one that belongs to tunes. Also, because we have a red Y and a red J, we should fill those in for the other ones as well, so I will go do that. Fill these. And these. Did I not do flake? Or whatever this is. I just said I said a while ago there was an L here. There's no capital L. Only one capital L in this bank. And so the ones on the opposite side of this, it connects to the lowercase one of the two. So L is right here. If I can type it, no, there we go. SL is paired. There's only one capital L, so, and one lowercase s. Okay, so SL is a pair, and red too. I filled those in here. Also, I feel like this freaking second word is probably haiku. bit of unfocused stuff here, but there's only one D, one lowercase d. There's only one here, and we have dr blah blah g. I'm pretty sure it goes here. Now, this doesn't give us any info because we already know there's a DO and an EO, but still, that's nice to know. It doesn't limit much down. We have the DR pair. Okay, I believe this is a T. Like, just here, because how could it not? If you do something like this, you block off that. You can't do something like here, because that E was reserved for the thing that needs to be next to the R for reading. We cannot spend this E that we have in the remaining bank. This is still not much, because we don't know which of these is the N. Wait, there's an S and L pair here. Yes. Okay, hold on. We literally just did that. Okay, that really clears up a lot. Okay, that was unexpected, but hey, look at that. AN and then TU. Well, there you go. There's tunes. This also is unique among capital U's. We only have one capital U, and we should sort these now. Okay, disambiguate this capital U. There's only one O among lowercase, so this is part of the blue, and this is an L. Wow, fantastic. The I and the L look the exact same, almost the same, and they're a pair. It's like they make a new font for the L's or something. This is so dumb. Anyway, I believe both are unique. There's only one capital I and one lowercase l, so read all these now. There we go. We're getting really close to pairing everything. This is 22 rows, so we have 3 pairs left. This is B, D, E, G, H, N. Looking at the potentialities here, it's very clear that this D isn't corresponding to an A ever, so this VA is definitely happening, this VAT. And this H in the corner isn't acceptable as a T either, so it is actually VAT in here. These unknown potential ones, I don't even know how I could mark them at this point, but like we can mark them like that. Now actually, for this DR, something G to continue, I don't think this can be a G, can it? Oh, but what is 5 letters? Like, it doesn't. It looks like 2 letters would be really big, right? If there's only 2 letters in here. That's starting to make this look like GE goes in there for the blue lounge here. Because, I mean, there's nothing that can be a G here, right? We have E and A on the other side. The other lowercase g is on the opposite side of an R, and the 2 R's are down here as the other potential G spots. It just has to look like that, right? So then we just have GE definitely, okay, so it's definitely DG, and then this E corresponds to the H, so it's HE, meaning only BN's the last one. B, D, and H are also unique, so I can read the capital parts of them. And why do I still not know what word this actually is? Anyway, if I subtract cup that loud, these are letters I have to work with. I should already know the DR, the EU, the SITIN. Okay. So we have these as the final ones, except we do know there's a G and a Q. So is that word driving? Maybe the other one is squint. That doesn't actually work. Like, you can't fit. Quiet? No, the E is too far away from the T for that. So I looked through the list again, and I think this A actually connects to the N. Like, we've actually spent the other ones up here. The A, O, and AV have already been accounted for, so we have V, Q potential, and G and I potential here. It feels likely to me that all these are purple. In Quest? Is that it? I guess that's just what it is. You know, a much more painful version of this could exist where you need to go all across all 4 different puzzles and do memes like that. Just gonna fill these in again. Not fill, like resort them again. It was all a singlet all this time? Really? There's only one O in the list, and I didn't mark it as... Okay, that's very interesting. Very interesting of me to, never have done that. We still have not figured out whether this is lowercase or uppercase, because that was hidden. The remaining D in here is capital, and so it must be with the G. Okay. Capital B also goes with an N here for sure. Okay, got it. So I had to resort stuff again to, like, put the E's next to each other. That's all the effort I'm putting with that. Alright, so I'm trying to do this puzzle. These N's and V's, like, A corresponds to either N or V here. This O could either be a D or an E. I believe this word feels like maze, but I'm not sure. Like, this could be a lot, actually. Like, it could be mixer or sixes or, like, even vixen or something. This probably is a B, but I'm not sure about it. Wait, absolutely not. This O goes on the other side. Okay, I mean, glad to have caught that nonsense. This one is a U, a lowercase u, which means it can be either an S, W, or X, although the S has been used already, so it's not the S part of it, at least. This D is unique, and should have been G paired a long time ago. It is so likely it's part of the bugle or something. So all of the A's are locked up here. Like, we actually know them, so when it comes to what's on the other side of this N, it actually must be the B, because the AN pair has already been marked, so it's a B. There's only a single lowercase d, then why is this not red, you idiot? Also, V is the same way. The AV pair is already done, so the E must be on the other side of this one. Alright, so FLGKE and, like, IKE make no sense with this one, so it must be fluke, right? So we got fluke up here. I'm just gonna mark this as bugle at this point. Maze is, like, almost certainly here. Okay, are the friggin' final words obvious now? Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Hold on, it could... Actually, this can't be 6 letters. It's probably the word throw. I bet it's throw, actually. The lengths just never matched up at all, huh? Yeah, the word throw is available here. That's the wrong color, idiot. Wait, hold on, I thought I got something wrong with this, like, this setup. Is it actually Vixen? Vixen. That does actually work. That literally just does fit as a possibility. V, I, X, E, and N appear here. Okay, I thought I would need to, like, rework this or something. It seems like it works out. There we go. And no, I'm not gonna bother to freaking limit their possibilities at this moment. Ever. I will fix this, though. And alright, one last one. I love how I could, like, probably count for the heads or tails statuses. I just don't care. Hey, where did this capital T come from? That was one of the blocked ones where we couldn't tell. Well, we could obviously tell. Oh my god. I can't trust this A to be accurate either. Whatever, this is your fault for not making neutral case letters. Since this is the last thing we need to do, I figured I'd just make a new sheet, and so we could satisfyingly delete all of the things we don't need anymore from the list. Like, we have the Y, we have the Z. I didn't put in the CM pair, I guess. Right, deleted. The BN pair is right there. The PF pair is done. The IL pair should be gone. SL pair go away. RK pair go away. The GR pair is here. This capital S goes to a U, and that's forced because S is a singlet. This has turned U into a singlet, and this is the one that we haven't done. So it's an X here, and this UX is done. Kind of feeling this word is flux, maybe, but also this forces this is jump, right? Because we just spent all the U's right there. I is now a singlet, because the I has been spent on the IZ pair already, so I goes to J here. Okay, alright, jump is done. Okay, we deleted TY at some point, meaning this TU is now a singlet. This T goes to here. I do not see any other G, so this D and this G is now a singlet. Put a D here. Feels likely that this D is part of Dine and is going to move all this up. Though I don't see an I. Delete this G a long time ago. This DG should also be gone. Love the ambiguity where these question marks are like me wondering if it's haiku versus, unknown letter. Oh, could this D is okay, so I can't find a way to make Dine work in here because, like, otherwise this R seems to have nowhere to go. No, that was not the reason why, you idiot. I don't know. Okay, so that was split brain lying to your face right there. Oh my god. As I said before, it's because the A does not have an I to go here, so this D and this R are connected. This IR is unique. Okay. This O could be DE again. This E is QV. This A is unique, and we didn't spot that earlier. Nice. Wait, both V's are on this side? Okay, so what I see here is that there's an A, an E, in these. Wait, that's only accounting for two A's, right? Do I need to know the capital property of... Maybe I do. So that AE, we literally did it, so delete it. These V's and A's are in their own little tier. Also, we already have a lowercase a here, so this is capital. I don't know where the other O is, though. But this means that these are NO, since the other one's V is already taken here. And because of this EV, that means this is the Q. For sure that's the Q, because we already spent the V. Freaking fool. Okay. Does this mean we finally have quiet now? It looks like it's here. There's like a three-way ambiguity with like the H, O, and D. Is there? It's also the wrong color. Okay, and look, we don't have anything for Dine right now. I believe we need it. There's also the lowercase d, so the Dine goes here. Alright. We got it, I think. This word rend? I don't even know. Haiku is like here then? We seem to be on a letter shortage with this one. H-A, come on. So if that's H, then this is the E. We're just meme with this one, like it doesn't belong here and the word is locks. That is in fact a word. I also know it from a different place, which I will not say. So it looks like the word is locks here. Yep. I can't believe locks appear in so many different games. Anyway. It should be orange, and the word is, I guess it's rend. Wow, so real word. So very real. Hope you enjoyed this wretched playthrough of letter coins. Why does it still say D? Get rid of that. To be quite honest, I bet you can imagine the process of elimination process without really watching the whole content. And certainly I feel like I would make a more cursed edition of this with the whole letters being obscured meme, which this did not go that deep into. Probably because the font is too recognizable. There wasn't even a B versus R capital confusion moment. Well, anyways, I mean, no. That was letters plus coins, good night. Yeah, there's no letter here. Okay, good night.